Hello students, I am Shahnaz Ansari, your social science teacher, and today I am going to teach you chapter 2nd of civics, understanding secularism. But before starting the chapter, I want to share an information regarding the word secular. The word secular was added into the preamble by the 42nd Amendment 1976. As per this, there would be equality of all religion in India, along with religious tolerance and respect. Now, next, we will see the important points to be discussed in the chapters. What is secularism? Why is it important to separate religion from the state? What is Indian secularism? Secularism in India and USA, a comparison. Students, history provides us with many examples of discrimination, exclusion on the grounds of religion. Clearly, no one would wish to be discriminated against because of their religion, nor dominated by another religion. In India, can the state discriminate against a citizen on the grounds of their religion? To get the answer of this question, first we will understand the meaning of secularism. What is secularism? The term secular refers to being separate from religion or having no religious base. Secularism term means separation of religion from political, economic, social and cultural aspect of life. Thus, religion is only a purely personal matter. It provides full freedom to all religion and tolerance of all religions. So no discrimination and partiality on the ground of religion. After independence, India became a secular country in which the Indian state did not have any one state religion. So students, the meaning of secularism is the separation of religion from the state. Next is, why is it important to separate religion from the state? For proper functioning of democracy, it prohibits the domination of one religion over another. Students, as discussed before, the most important aspect of secularism is its separation of religion from the state power. This is important for a country to function democratically. Almost all countries of the world will have more than one religious group living in them. Within these religious groups, there will most likely be one group that is in a majority. If this majority religious group have access to state power, then it could quite easily use this power and financial resources to discriminate against and persecute persons of other religion. This tyranny of the majority could result in the discrimination, coercion, and at times even the killing of religious minorities. The majority could quite easily prevent minorities from practicing their religions. Any form of domination based on religion is in violation of the rights that a democratic society guarantees to each and every citizen irrespective of their religion. Therefore, the tyranny of the majority and the violation of fundamental rights that can result is one reason why it is important to separate the state and the religion in democratic society.